Has anyone solved the Valentine's tourney riddle, by the way? Because surely there is something. But it's not something I can solve. Okay, game is starting. A free Gianshi tape. This is the first free Gianshi to ever make it past qualifiers in a role-playing tourney. Surprisingly enough. Even though this time the first place Uma is actually less than last time. Okay. DKM also, bunny games are always fun, I think, as well, because he would be trying to around skip as much as he can. And there was one bunny player, I'm not sure who, that really got into his gimmick, like he played very well. Robert Keiko Musume wrote from random. Let's see how he can do. Can he can enough? I mean, that's a decent hand to win closed. In any case. Connor also very nice hand. Staying true to his main, he's playing Hinata and he made past qualifiers, even though Hinata is again, she's a tricky character. She has a lot of potential, but at the same time it's difficult to achieve that potential. As for the free Jianshi player, I mean, he'll be just going efficiency, there's nothing much to talk about his hand. It's a good hand. He won't be going for any gimmicks. DKM drops the pace, so I guess he can go for Pinful, maybe even Tanyao. He'll have a Yaku to damo with. Or he can decide to open as well. The only restriction for Bunny is not to Richie. Connor opens, going for Tanyao Dora 2. Two red 5s would be difficult to recreate later on. So I don't think that's a hand for gimmick sake, that's a hand for winning sake. Unfortunately for DKM, no cuts on this table. But if he makes it to quarterfinals, I would try to shuffle it around and give him a cut table. In any case, Robert, maybe get Menchin. His hand is progressing quite well in that direction. He's just been drawing all the Manzu tiles he needs. DKM decides to open. Drops a Dora, I guess it's Sanshoku in that case, if it's not Pei. But he has too many blocks for Sanshoku. Guess he just Kaiten. Try to keep his dealer turn. Tenpai for Connor, Atuzuke on 4P. For Tanyao Dora 2. Rover cannot get into Tenpai, he's trying to confirm his Kunitsu way too late. I think at this point he should be trying to just get to Tenpai for Kaiten because he's not winning this hand. And yep, he missed that. Wasn't Tenpai. Actually, was it Chitoi Tenpai? Not even. Okay, Tenpai for DKM. No Yaku. Kaiten. Robert opens for his Chinitsu, but he needs another Manzu Tao to get into Tenpai. He's actually restricted to not that much Manzu Taos as well. Yeah, he doesn't get it. Ooh, Connor needs to push the third Dora that he discarded. Free Jianshi also gets into Tenpai the last second. DKM avoids dealing into that. And Rover somehow got saved as well thanks to Free Jianshi's call. Ooh, look at Connor. That's a very nice Sozu hand. At this point, you definitely force Sozu Chinitsu. I mean, force Sozu Chinitsu is even as free Jianshi with that high pie. Speaking of free Jianshi though, he's going for Hatsunomi. Going for a quick kiss hand, killing any gimmicks anybody else might be going for. No Ankus for Rover to give him any obvious guns just yet. DKM will probably try to go for Pinfo again for his Damaten Yaku. Connor gets a chance to call, and Souzu pawn with no Souzu discards is looking quite suspicious from Connor's side, but free Jianshi to Tenpai And Connor will most definitely deal win at some point, unless Free Jiashi changes his weight, which is very, very, very unlikely. Oh, that's a deal win. Unfortunate. So Tsuchinitsu, that's a good deal win. It's just unlucky that Free Jiashi was way faster. Let's see, nice count for DKM, he can open that. For Jun, he can also just go Cheeto with Dora 2, that's a nice count to Dama with. The problem with Cheeto is that you cannot really afford to skip once, because there's not that many tiles on your weight. So let's see how he will deal with that, whether he'll go for the gimmick or just accept the Cheeto with Dora 2. Robert opens for Hatsu, which is the correct thing to do in case he draws the Hatsu. Unfortunately, he doesn't know it's dead. But he should be trying to pawn as much as he can so he can later can. But looks like it's just going to be Hatsudora, fast hunt, Ishanten. Decent acceptance. DKM's Cheetoy doesn't go for it, instead opens for Chun. Could maybe end up on wait. That's better, that's more worth it to skip on. Connor on the other side could be going for Cheeto. Cheeto Itanyao would be difficult to replicate for his gimmick. It's also not enough Yakus for his other gimmick. So again, it's probably just a hand for winning a hand. Leia has a decent hand, but still has a bit to work on. Care over Tenpai for 7 pin. Fukatsu Dora, Tenpai for DKM as well, 3-6 pin. Chun Nomi. He discarded 2 Dora tiles, by the way, quite unlucky. Should have gridded a bit more maybe. And Connor deals in instantly into Rover's hand. Now he needs to keep it Menzen, and this is a hand he really wants to open again, but his shapes are good enough to win it close anyway. DKM nothing really he can damo with here. Unfortunately, maybe try to get Pinfu. Connor is also a bit far away. And so is Leia, but Leia can afford to be faster than the rest because he doesn't have any restrictions. Connor needs a Sozu shade, though this time it doesn't really restrict him with this hand in particular. But in general, Robert's restriction is that he needs to change between open and close, and DKM's restriction is that he cannot reach it, so he needs to think how to fit his hand within that rule since the beginning, which would definitely slow him down significantly most of the time, or at least some of the times. When he doesn't have Pinfu, he doesn't have any he can open with or damo with. But this time he can definitely go for Pinfu and quite easily at that. He could also get potentially Sanshoku, but I think Sanshoku is too far away to go for. Just go for Pinfu. Pinfu Dora. It also is, Pinfu is always a good weight for you to skip on. Connor opens Tanyao Nomi. Now Tanyao Nomi is a bit easier to replicate, so that could potentially pay off in the future. And after his second Tanyao Nomi, everyone after that is another plus 20. So it adds up quite a bit. He can win like 3 Tanyao Nomis, that's 40 points. And this is the power of Hinata. Like, Hinata has so much potential, but there's a lot of planning, a lot of work you need to put into it, and of course, quite a bit of luck. That's a Sanshoku Ishanten though for DKM. Tenpai for Connor, Tanyao Nomi, 2-5. Could end up being Tanyao Dora, which is also easy enough to replicate. So it shouldn't be a problem. Robert instantly reached it, didn't even wait for the chance for Hunitsu. Or Chinitsu actually, Chinitsu Dora. Menzen. And that shampoo is so bad anyway. Like you know you only have one of each. He doesn't know one of them is dead in DKM's hand. You definitely Dama at least for a little bit, try to see if you can draw any more Pinzu. Connor can change his weight here to a Tanki. If he feels too scared of the 8, and there's no Pinzu discards in Rover's hand, so Pinzu still looks pretty dangerous. He prefers to keep the 8. And he gets rewarded, Nobetan. We could go for 5-8 or 4-7. Goes for 4-7. Which is quite a decent weight, but most of it is either death vote or I don't know. Oh, Tsumu for Robert on the last ISO. Very nice. Now he can open his hand again. I mean, he has to open his hand again to be more precise. DKM has an okay hand, but he will need to force pinful with that, or he needs to get rid of the Shas. Maybe Sanshuku actually, 789 Sanshuku. Robert has a very easy hand to open, he has Yakuhei pair. The Leia is not doing as hot as he wants. He does have a fast pay if he wants to go for it. Robert discarding the 5 doesn't even go for it. Oh, maybe it's Chanta actually. Haku Chanta, yeah. Haku Chanta, potentially Sanshuku. Now Connor in the meantime is preparing a very nice Richi. Speaking of Riches, Tenpai for DKM, he gets a Sanshuku. He can easily Dama that and Shy is a beautiful weight once discarded. No one can use it, everybody will discard it. The problem is he cannot really skip on that weight, so he'll have to run. But still, Sanshuku Dora's Diwa, you definitely take it. I don't think you should wait. Let's see, maybe if he improves the Ryamen, the question is, do you change and do you skip? Because you see 2 codes on the table, you're assuming they're fast. And he should be, because Connor is in Tenpai for... he switches his Tenpai now to a Shampoo for Tanyao Dora. Improves his weight quite a bit with that call. Leia gets to Tenpai as well, Dama for now. He just reached Nomi, it's a good Dama, the weight is shit. He's waiting either for a value improvement or for weight improvement. If he draws the pay, he gets both of them. Robert still isn't, and he needs to complete his Sanshuku, but the Sanshuku is pretty much confirmed for Chanta Sanshuku Haku, which is an okay hand. Dealing Taodo deals into Connor, and that's Tanyao Dora. Steals DKM's very nice Damaten Sanshi, but the shot just never came out of the wall in time. Robert still in the lead. That was also Tanyao Akadora, so it's not the same as his earlier Tanyao Dora, unfortunately for Connor. DKM, maybe Cheeto or Tanyao. I would go for Tanyao here. Because ideally, again, you end up with a better weight. You get a chance to skip. Rover still has not won an open hand. I think. Yeah, that Haku last hand. He was not able to win, so he needs to open again. Maybe Itsu. Or Tanyao. But Tanyao is pretty far away. Or maybe he forgot and he was just Richie. Oh no, Itsu is confirmed. Let's see which pair he prefers, 7 pin or 4 pin. He prefers 7 pin as his pair. He just needs to G5, so. What about the Leia free Jianshi? His hand is kind of messy, if I had to say. DKM getting closer to the Cheeto if he decides to go for it. Rover confirming his pair does not want to go headless. Waiting to open the 2-5 Ramen or the Kanchan. And DKM will probably feed him at some point with the 2-pin. Doesn't seem like he will keep it, so as long as Robert is patient, he'll be able to get it. Keeps one saved out for the future. Should be coming out now, the 2-pin. No, DKM. That means DKM is going for Cheetoy. But even if he's going for Cheetoy, he will still want to discard 2-pin because it's the only tile he can see. Actually, if he draws something better, he'll probably drop 2-pin. Oh no, Rover gets into Tenpai before he can open. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's Itsudora 2, Pinfu as Dior, that's already a Mangan. Skip. Okay. Yeah, I guess he's waiting to pawn the 7-pin so he can go for a tanky weight. I honestly think you can eat it. You can eat the negative for Oyaman. But sure. He shows that even as a random character, he's committing to the roleplay of whatever he gets. Sure, he's. Oh no! He got the 7-pin. Well, at least he can 7-pin unless it's out. I don't think I see it. Yeah, he can 7-pin. That's one way to open his hand. He should probably drop 6-0 to go for a tanky way to confirm his C2. Otherwise, it's Satuzuke. Ooh, Doratao, quite dangerous. Roar cannot run on it anyway. Just have a Yaku. Unless it's the 6-0. And looks like it will be Ryuku. Okay, Rover can switch to Ramen again. Yeah, doesn't really change anything. I mean, ideally he keeps 7-pin because he can exactly on this discard, but Looks like the last 7 pin is dead vault. Oh, no, it's in DKM's hand. Didn't notice. But yep, only the Leia and Robert got into Tempai, so he keeps his dealer turn. I think he should have just taken the Oyaman. It was good enough. Connor, look at that high pie, amazing. Yaku Haidora pair and 2 extra Akas. Of course he pawns instantly. He has a Sozo shape as well. Here comes the Dora. Now everybody knows it's Chundora-san. In reality it's Jundora Go. Haneman. Robert Khan. Very nice. No extra Dora for Connor, but Robert draws a very nice Tau that fits into his hand. He's Ishanten now. For Tanyao Dora. Tempai for Connor. Chundora Go. On a 4-7 weight, which DKM, yeah, he will deal in eventually, and he actually deals in right away. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. That's very bad for Bunny. I mean, to be fair, even if there was a cat on this table, he hasn't thrown anyone yet. Oh, no, the emote. Leia opens instantly for a fast Hakudora. I guess his strategy is just to outspeed everyone and be the only one that wins hands. I mean, unfortunately it hasn't worked completely so far. Just been kinda on and off. Connor has a very nice hand here. If he can get the Nyao Akadora, that would be the second one, and that would be plus 20. So he wants exactly the Nyao Akadora. And thankfully for him, the normal Dora is Terminal Tau, so he cannot keep it anyway. Yep, he opens, trying to complete this hand as soon as possible, because that would be a huge win for him. Unfortunately, Leia gets to Tempai faster. Of course, because he doesn't have to concern himself with any gimmicks. Ryankan. Though Leia's Tempai is a Kanchan, there's one 5p left in the wall. Robert might drop it though. It's a Nakaburu shape, he won't drop it immediately, but if he gets into Inshaten, he might just drop it. Tempai for Connor finally, which Kanchan will he choose? He chooses 4p. Ooh, Leia might just do it now. Perfect timing for Connor, and that's a Tanyao Akadora plus 20 for the repeat. Now if he can get another Tanyao Akadora, that would be another plus 20. He starts racking up points as Hinata. Unfortunately, this hand does not look like Tanyao Akadora. But it's not a good hand, but it's not terrible. It's terrible when you see that Robert instantly caught Yakuhai. Kan! Very nice for him, that's another plus 5. And seeing Robert calling Yakuhai is bad because it means he's already faster than you, just because he can call. Also, that Kan gave 1 extra Dora for DKM, he can open for Chun. He maybe even draw the Chun from Menzen. But Robert does not even give him any chance to draw. He's telling him to get off, to let him draw some tiles. He's pissed. Leia also opens for a double nun. Nomi. He's still kind of far away, but not too bad. DKM looks like he's giving up on the tune, going for Tanyao instead, hoping to be maybe a bit faster. Yep, he opens, he's seeing so many calls, like 4 calls on the table already. He's getting stressed. He feels like he needs to catch up. Connor relying on that 6-0 to be completed for his Ozu shape, otherwise his hand is not looking good. That's Ishanten. Drops the Dora. Another can for over. That's another plus 10 overalls, plus 15 just from the cans. Very, very, very nice. And that gives a Dora for Connor that he will not be dropping because he needs the Sozu shape. Nice improvement for DKM. Lena now also has a setup, but with that many Dora tiles, he will need to choose which 2 Dora to keep. Does he get for the shampoo? Maybe he can even get Toy Toy. That's Tempai for over. Very nice Nobetan. But he chooses the E-pin for the Chanta. He prefers the value. Connor with the Kani to Kamburi doing. No. Hey, Chanta. With 2 cans. Very nice for over. Steals first place, which is a 25 Uma difference between first and second. So Connor is hoping to win basically anything here. I mean, him winning this hand that he has right now should be enough for first. Bunny on the other hand is seating. He needs to think of a way to get... I mean, Baiman is not enough unless it's Sumo or Directron. So he should be... Yeah, I don't know what he should be coping for. Maybe at this point you just hope to get some gimmick points. But for his gimmick he needs to avoid getting last as well. Not looking too good, Bunny Bros. At this point maybe try to save up as many points for the second Hanchan, make it easier for you. Connor is progressing quite well. He can go Tanyao even though he doesn't need to. He's drawing the tiles. Though the free Jianshi Leia being a last dealer is actually quite scary because with him not having any restrictions, he can just spam hands and end up on an infinite Renchan. So this is why Connor also has another reason to speed up this hand, and it's looking quite good so far. Nice draw. Leia Rianshanten, but quite a bit of acceptance. Ooh, very nice draw for Connor. That's Ishanten for him. Oh no, that's Tenpai actually. He gets to Richi, has a Sozu shape, Richi Dora, that's enough for first. As long as he wins. And his weight is very, very, very much alive. 5 whole tiles left in the wall. That's 3 ESOs, 2 Forsos. And DKM looks like everybody can deal in those tiles, both the Foros and the ones. Since Robert and Free Jianshi already have 1 Force, so if they draw another one, they don't really need it, they might drop it. So very high chances for Connor to win this hand. The only competition is if Leo gets to Tenpai, because he's Ishanten now as well. If Leia is able to get to Tenpai, ooh, but the Deal-In Tao comes in. And DKM has no choice but to deal in. Maybe not now, but eventually. Can Leia get to Tenpai before that and steal the win? I mean, that's not Tenpai, but he has a Ariamen shape. If he chooses to keep it, he does. Wow, and the voice didn't kill, still Ishanten, but keeps Ariamen. DKM still holding on to that deal in Tao. Looks like he's folding, maybe trying to Mawashi into Kaiten and hoping that dealer does so as well. Yeah, EP in first, Iso is next. DKM is definitely dealing king, he's so close to Tempai, he'll get baited by the wall. Ooh, Leiwa as well, Tanyawi improvement. Oh, and here comes the bait. Iso dealing. Yep. And it's over for Bunny Bros. At least for the first Hanchan. Not the ideal, he gets one Ura just to confirm his first place. A very nice game for Connor overall. Quite a fast Hanchan as well, I would say. Let's put in the points. Let's start the second game as well, if all the players in queue, they are. Okay, so let's see. Frigiashi in third, by the way. Minus, if he doesn't get any gimmick points to help him out. Also, Connor should be getting quite a bit of gimmick points. So we were over, so they will be pretty confident first and second. Let's calculate the gimmicks. Okay, so it's a bunny, hat, sprout, and free Jianshi. Yeah, pretty good overall. Unfortunately for DKM, even his gimmick is negative from what actually? Let me see. Oh, he dealt into an open hand. I forgot about that. Unlucky. Connor gets 20 gimmick points. And Rover gets full 24 plus being random. In total 29. The standings are currently Connor with first place with 58.4. Rover second with 39.6. Free Jianshi third with minus 6.1, and finally DKM Kaguya Hime with total minus 47 points. Not looking too good. Oh, and Bunny got first dealer again. I personally don't like first dealer, but maybe DKM likes it. Who knows if that's lucky or unlucky for him. Actually, seatings are the same, it's just Free Jianshi and Rover got mixed up. I also forgot to mention, I'm not sure if everybody checked, but 3 of the quarterfinals tables for tomorrow are scheduled. So if by chance you qualified, make sure to double check when you're playing. And if you cannot make it, let me know. There's still enough time to change the times for the tables. DKM instantly with the get off emote. I mean, that's a good hi-fi though. Has a Haku, has Tudora, he can go free 2. Yep, instantly pawns the Haku. Ishan 10. Decent amount of acceptance. Ideally, he draws a 4-man for an Obetan. He gets Hakudoro 2. Robert looks like he's going for Chanta. Connor has 3 Dora in his hand. He cannot really open, but his shapes are good enough to draw into Tenpai. I mean, that's a good Tao. Ishanten now. Oh no, he has to be walks. Ooh. DKM got into Tenpai for Nobitan. He skips once. Okay. He's confident enough. Unfortunately for him, that skip put him into full return, so he cannot run Robert. But that's fair. He has a tanky weight, which is easily enough to change anyway. Now, will he get the chance to run? He did that skip quite sneakily. I don't think anybody noticed a lot. The wax should be fine. Ooh, and here it is, the Dewin Tao. Plus 20. This is the Bunny Gyakuten. Hakudoro 2 and 20 gimmick points. Quite good, quite good. It would be quite a big climb though. Like, he has so many points to make up. At this point, maybe try to target Robert. Ideally, maybe Robert last. Robert last. Free Jianshi third, Connor second, you first. And you still need gimmick points on top of that to make it. It'll be an uphill battle for sure. But it's a good Yamanashi Tobinashi. Theoretically, DKM could just go for like 100,000 points. Should be enough. Speaking of free Jianshi, he opens for Ton, but the rest of his hand is pretty jumbled up. It looks like a Kukushi Musou but open. Look at that, he's drawing down honors. Connor has he's what Ishanten? Oh, Tenpai. Ooh, fusing the pension as well. Very nice. Instant reaches. That's a Rich Pin for Dora 2. Akadora 2. Unlikely to repeat it, but Richie Pinfu Akadora, he just needs Tsumo and Ura for him to get his other gimmick. Let's see. Robert should be pushing, but at the same time, maybe he wants to secure his place because he gets gimmick points for pushing. DKM is in a pretty tough spot. His hand is good enough to push, and he really needs like a big point difference to make it. At this point, you obviously think you open for Chinitsu, honestly. Or maybe he can even draw into Menchin. Oh my god, he's drawing all the Pinzu tiles. Pawn. Pawn 6, so that's is it Tempai? I don't know. This Shampon. Ooh, Leia surely will not push the Dora, otherwise that would be a death sentence. That's a Dior Baimon, 24,000 points, which is just what DKM wants. Oh no, Dewin Tao. Will he switch the weight? He can switch the weight. Drop the 7. No, 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 no. That's so sad. Why didn't he switch? Why didn't he switch 7? I think he dropped 7. That's so much. That's such a wait. That's a big weight improvement, isn't it? Or am I retarded? Like, oh, I haven't done my Chinese reps, but that's Nobetan at least, and I'm sure there's something else in there if he drops 7. But even the Nobetan, well, I guess he doesn't get Takame on the E-pin. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe this is what he was greeting for. But no, you still accept E-pin as well. 2, 3, 4. It's a 4, 4 E-pin. Yeah, it's a 1, 4, 7. It's a summon chan basically. Ah, big misplay. Big misplay. He got like it's literally just a better weight. It's just a net positive weight. I don't know why he didn't change. That was a very big misplay. He also wants wider weight so he can skip, even though you don't fucking skip the Urbaima. In any case, Robert already into Tempai for Tondora. Waiting on the Penchan. 3 tiles left. Connor for Robert changes. I guess he agrees for more Dora, which is fine. It's early enough that he can afford it. Back to Tempai, Ryamen. Better weight, better value. Very nice Tondora 2 now. DKM, what do we do now? We missed our Dior, big 4 Dior. Like this was supposed to be 5 French and Dior at least. With the 4 of the game, he just messed up. Connor is progressing quite well. He can get Itsu. He doesn't really need Itsu. He's already Ishanten. Just Richie Pinfu. That's easy enough to recreate. But if you're going for recreation, you probably just Damo Pinfu Nomi, because Pinfu Nomi is way more consistent than Rich Pinfu. Because with Rich Pinfu you can get Ura, you can get Sumo. And I guess with Pinfu you can also just get Sumo. But you can get Ipatsu. And Sumo for DKM though. After everybody's pushing it to Tempai. Tanyao Dora 2, not a bad hand. Dora-san actually. Not it's actually a good hand. But still, what happened to his Dior? He also dealt into that, put him into 3rd. Oh my god. We are back into 4th, but just barely. Oh no. He had such a good start. I mean, there's still his 2nd Dior turn. But he cannot afford to mess up anymore. This is the highest ranked player, by the way, in the table. Robert has probably the fastest hand here. There's so much acceptance into this hand. He accepts basically most low Manzu, Pinzu and Sozu tiles. I'm not sure if Robert has won any hands yet. I haven't been paying attention if he needs to go for an open or a close hand now. But again, that's for him to pay attention to, and that's Tempai. Ryamen. It's Richie Dora. I guess He either hasn't won a Han or he needs to go for a close. Surely you won't deal with that. Oh my god! You're free Jiangshi. You're supposed to be able to, you know, play efficiently. And that's not something DKM wants to see. He wants Rover to be dead last for him to have a chance. I mean, DKM with an amazing hype by Ishanten already. Does he can get Tipeiku? Actually, it's confirmed Tipeiku, yeah. Dama. And the question is, will he run skip on the Penchan? He doesn't know, but his weight is quite alive. The problem is Connor won't drop it, Robert won't drop it. The free Jiangshi player might drop it. But then he will need to drop it again if he decides to skip run. But at this point, at the same time, it's okay. Now the Shampon that you can skip. Here comes the first Haku. Easily skip the first Haku, the second Haku is practically guaranteed to come out. Now that's a very, very, very good improvement for DKM. Skip. Yep. And actually, wagging there is good because it will make other people realize, ooh, there's someone that has a Haku pair and they skipped pawn. So they'll probably pawn the other one. I cannot use the Haku, might so drop it. Not realizing it's actually a run for a nasty Ipeiku Dora Haku from DKM. That's another plus 20 if he wins, but oh, Richie on the table, but that's actually good because Haku is Gimbutsu against the Richie. DKM has to push this, has to push this, has to push this. You do not fold. Okay, that's a easy tile to push, it's an honor. One Haku, one Iman left in the row. Iman, I'm not sure if anybody will drop the Iman, but the oh my god! He got it. It's the Yasume, but still Ipeiku Dora, it's good enough. He destroys the free Jiangshi Richie. And that's another plus 20. That's plus 14 gimmick points. It's such a big difference than the last game. He just needs to do that a couple more times and he might just get like, honestly, like one more time that's 60, another time that's 80 gimmick points. That basically nullifies the last place from the first game. He just needs to get first and he might actually make it. He just needs to skip around twice more and to win. But with these hands, I mean, his hand is so good, but look at the Robert, look at Leia, Menhon, amazing shapes, Robert, Yakuhai, decent shapes. Connor also has a fast Hatsu. And DKM, not only does he need to Dama, he needs to skip and then run. He's headless currently, which does not give him a Yaku to run with. He can maybe cop for... I mean, that's a Samantan weight. The problem is you cannot skip Samantan, he does not have a Yaku. Chooses the Nometan instead, yeah, that's good. Because that gives him a chance to improve into Tanyao. So he can Dama, he just needs to draw 4 pin. Then he can easily switch to... I mean, yeah, you take the Tsumo. No reason not to. You're dealer, Tsumo no me, it's fine. Another Renchan, some extra points. Stop other people's monster hands. Ooh, that's a valuable hand, but it's very, very slow. Ideally, DKM is not really looking for value, he's looking for speed. And something that he can damage skip run on. Ideally, because gimmick points is actually what will save him, if anything. I don't think going for a big first 80,000 points first is the play here. I think skipping run and winning like twice more is the play. Maybe even once more might be enough if Rover gets last. But Rover needs to get last in that point. It's a very difficult game for DKM for sure, but it's winnable, it's actually winnable. His character has a powerful enough perk that he can make it. Oh, Ipeiku? Ipeiku is his Yaku, Ipeiku Dora 2. The problem is his final weight is guaranteed Kanchan. With these shapes, he has a Kanchan, Kanchan and Ryankan, headless. Maybe Tanki is actually a better thing that he can wait on, because tanky... I mean, the thing is about Bunny's character, you can skip run and then you can change your weight and win. I'm pretty sure that counts. So he can just skip run on a shitty weight and improve into a way better weight. But that is hit pair. Ooh, that's not something he wants to see. Robert opens, but he draws a Ramen now. Doesn't keep the Ramen, he keeps the Kanchan over it, I'm not sure why. Ends up feeding Robert even more. Robert Ishanten now for Tanyao Dora. Leia is looking fine, but he shapes it like Penchans, Kanchans. He's probably not getting there anytime soon. Connor on the other hand, also opening for Tanyao Dora. Tanyao Nomi. Instant dealing time for Robert. Bunny Bros, that's our dealer turn. And it will be a lot more difficult to get 2 round skips into rounds, because he cannot arrange on them. And every time he wins the round will move, so he only has 1 extra round, a safety. Otherwise he needs to win like 2 hands out of 3, which would be quite difficult. I mean, he can get Haku, he just needs to draw the last Haku. There's 2 in the wall, it's fine enough to draw. Other than that, maybe he can greet for Kunitsu. Oh no. Unfortunate draw. But Leia is so fast, look at his hand, he's Ishanten already. So is Connor very fast, he's not Ishanten though, but he's quite close. DKM decides to open, that's fine. And he doesn't need to Dama, he just needs to skip Ron. Ooh, Robert is also quite fast. And his hand has Wario as well on top of that. No! DKM Bros, what are we doing? That's so sad. Chi from Connor. Looks like he's going for an Ortanyao Nami for another +20 to guarantee his spot in the quarterfinals. No, DKM, we keep dropping pairs. What is happening? Robert decides to open for no reason. Why would he do that? It's no Yaku. What? Pawn just so he can? Unfortunate for him, DKM discarded the Isu right after that, destroying his dreams. Yes, he was going for Rinshan, but... Ooh, that's a big cope. This hand was good enough to win Menzen. DKM is progressing though. He's Ishanten now. Got end up on a Ramen weight, which is a good way. Ooh, but it's Furitan. No, why did you drop the Dora? Ooh, the Furitan. He cannot skip Ron on Furitan because he doesn't prop up. Oh, that's so bad, that's so bad. At this point, he's just hoping that Rover drops the Forso so he can cheat that. End up on a 1-4 pin. Wait, Robert gets rid of his Senpai. Trying to maybe win with Chanta. Or Junchan as his Yaku. Connor Tenpai, Atuzuke, Furiten. Waiting on 6-man. Leiwa is finally progressing. He's into Ishanten. Oh, the Furiten. You cannot skip Ron on Furiten. And there are no tiles left to Tsumo anyway. He knows there's no E-Souls. The 4 Souls are dead in Leia's hand. He doesn't know that though. Quite unfortunate. It's probably going to be Keiten, but what he wants now is actually the dealer to get Tenpai, and he does. Connor will probably fold, he has no reason to push. Robert the Riktipatsu? Surely not. You have no Yaku, no reason to push. Okay. So DKM just go for Kaiten. He knows the dealer will reach Kaiten as well if it ends up in Rikuku. Or even Renchen on a win is fine for DKM as well. He just wants another chance to build his hand. He doesn't even go for Kaiten. Kan into Rinshan! Richi Rinshan, Tsumo, Dora, Mangan as dealer. And that's actually puts Robert into Urayon! Oh my god, if it wasn't for my fucking neighbors, I would be screaming so much. What a Gyakuten, holy fuck. I mean, oh, that's ideal for DKM. Look at that high pie. That's so good. It's Dora, Santa, Nyao, and Robert is in last. He just needs to get first over Leia. Again, skip round twice, get first over Leia. And that should be enough, I think. Maybe. Probably. He just needs to skip round twice. Connor is progressing. Connor's hand is quite fast though. Rover has two possibilities to come, which is very bad for DKM because DKM does not want the Rover to get any more gimmick points. He did get quite a bit last time. That's Tempai actually. But still he does not want to reach it because canning twice is worth it more than winning a shitty Richidora on a Kanchan. Ooh, amazing draw for DKM. Maybe he can get Mentum Pin even? No, Pinfu is unlikely. But Damaten Tanyao, drop 8, so yep. Ishanten now. Actually, no, Mentum Pin is possible. Here comes the first scan. No extra Dora for DKM. But he draws into a potential E-Peiku improvement as well. This he opened, that's pawn 10. Yep, Tempai. 2-5, good weight, he can skip that. Unfortunately, he doesn't know the 5s are dead in the rover scan. Still 3 2s left, and both the Leia and Connor will drop 2 man. And actually Robert as well will probably drop 2 man. Unlikely if he's hunting for cans, he might actually keep a pair, but he discarded the 6-pin pair. Maybe he forgot he can't, he's going for a Hunitsu. Leia, quite interesting shapes. Can! Yeah, he doesn't go for it. Though, I mean, it's Tanyao Dora-san, it's a good enough value. Oh, here comes the first skip. Okay, that's good, that's good. Skip, 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 skip. No, 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 no. But actually, it's Tanyao Dora-san on first place, so that gets you first. It might be the right go, but I'm not sure. Like, if he doesn't get one more round skip, I don't think it's enough. I think he needs first and at least at minimum one more round skip. 2 more round skips, I think pretty much makes it. But he needs at least one more round skip, and the weight was good enough. He didn't know the 5s are dead in Rover's hand. If he knew, I think it's correct, but because he didn't know the 5s are dead, I think he should have skipped and greeded more, because I don't think it will be enough unless he gets more round skips. But on the other hand, he's not sure, will he ever get the chance to get first place again? Might as well take the possibility. This looks like a Toy hand. At the very least it's Hakunomi. And Hakunomi is the kind of cheap hand. Okay, the previous hand was valuable enough. Mr. Nyao-Dora-san against first place. But now Hakunomi is cheap enough that you can round skip and don't really care about that. And just hope to win again. Because if you win again, this shitty Hakunomi, or even Hakutoito is skippable, can turn into quite a big hand. Leia is drawing okay. Connor actually probably has the best hand, he just needs to pawn the Hatsu. But DKM is pawning faster, Ishanten now. Which ramen will he pick? The 4-5 or the 7-8? As a secondary option. He actually confirms a ramen. Takes perfect Ishan 10. Okay. So he decides to confirm Hakunomi, does not give his hand a chance for Toy Toy. I think he should grid for points as well as weight, but actually, no. If he's cheap anyway, might as well go for the better weight, because he'll be skipping Ron for sure. And this weight gives him a chance for a Salmon Chan if he draws a 6-pin, which is ideal for him. Okay, that's Tenpai. Ryaman, it's a bit depleted, but it's good enough. Connor probably won't drop it. Oh, it's a more. I guess you have to take it. I mean, there's a universe where you drop 6-0, then switch to a tanky weight, so you can start skipping on that. Honestly, I think it's correct to skip Sumo and drop 6-0 here. And do exactly that, like switch to tanky. Oh my god, Connor dies again. Okay, DKM, good hand. The problem, again, he's not dealer, so if he wins, he ends the game. And again, I think 50,000 point first is not enough. Unless he run skips. If he run skips, it might just be about enough. Robert is in last, which is ideal for him actually. Oh, that's a difficult decision to make. If he gets a run on Rover, do you skip? I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. Connor gets the on the... Ooh, here comes the second dragon. Is he going to grid Puchun? At least he... No, Chun is dead. I mean, he can keep Fushos again. He needs to keep... Ooh, that's Tenpai. He needs to drop the Chun though. It's fine enough. Hakuhatsu, third place. With his gimmick activated once, should be good enough. With a very good first Kanchan. The problem is DKM. DKM cannot be win. He cannot be losing any points. He wants to run skip. He's so far away though. Unless he draws 5-man, he'll have to D-win. Quite unfortunate. Okay, Robert opens. I think Robert has been Yakitori so far. Tanyaldor 2. Ishan 10. Improvement for Robert, for Connor. Tenpai for Robert, 5-8. That was the chance for DKM to chi, drop the 6-man and everybody's in Tenpai except DKM. That's so sad. Looks like everybody's pushing as well. Oh no, no, no. Well, Connor changes his weight and Sumo for Robert. Okay, that's... it's not ideal, but it's fine. You get another chance, I guess. But you still need Robert last. Okay, now he needs to run Robert. Maybe go to Nyaudo too. I mean, ideally he draws the Hatsu. By the way, fucking Robert dropped the Hatsu first turn. I guess he's going for max speed, Hakunomi. Leia has also fast Chundora. His shapes are very good. Leia, oh my god. He can throw the pension now as well. Pond the Chun, get to Tenpai. That's such a good hand. The problem is I think Leia should be greeding for first, because unless he gets first, I don't think it's enough for him to make the quarterfinals. He also wants to Robert last as well. Both Leia and DKM want Robert to be in last, so they should be targeting him. And Leia needs to greed for Menzen, maybe drop the Chun, go for Tanyao. Connor, Itsu, Ishan, Tenno, Nariame and Wade could get Pinfu as well, which is good enough for him. He just needs to end the game, not get last. Even if he gets last, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Okay, Leia finally drops Chun. Mentampin, Ipeiko, Dora might be enough. Yeah, Mentampin, Ipeiko, Dora should be enough with the combo stick. Ooh, but seating. It probably still needs to be Tsumo or on DKM. But at the same time, he wants to run Robert. So he gets last, so he wants Tsumo ideally, because Tsumo, Manga and Tsumo should put Robert in last. And Leia in first. DKM is improving quite a bit as well. Tanyao, Ishan, Tendora, but he'll probably be win. E2 corners, Itsunomi. I mean, yeah, that was the overflow of the souls. It looked like Connor is just got into souls, which he needs to Tempai. So he was quite scared of the 3-0, but he realizes he needs to push. He needs to make sure Rover gets last. I mean, Connor winning his Robert in last, but again, DKM probably also wants to get one run skip on the way as well, which is the difficult part. Leia still stuck in Ishan Tehel. Finally, Tenpai for DKM. He avoids dealing in and Totsu, but one of the pairs is Nakamura. It's fine. It's good enough to skip on, but you don't run. If it's Rover, maybe you run. With the Ricci on the table, I don't know. It's a difficult decision. It's a very difficult decision to make. Do you? He does. He takes the run. Tanyao Doro 2. Robert in last. Is it enough though? If it's not enough, it will be close for sure. Let's see. So without gimmicks, the current positions would be... Yeah, Free Jansh is most probably not making it. Connor most probably still making it, unless he got a big negative. Robot minus 32.3 and 42.8. Okay, so without the gimmicks, it's actually quite close. DKM is still in last, but the difference between him and Trovert is 4 and 7. It's like 11 Uma. We know that DKM did a few gimmicks, but so did Trovert, and Trovert also has the... He has the random bonus. So let's see what will be the final score. It's basically between Robert and DKM. Free Janshi does not have any gimmick points, so that's automatically a 0. Connor, whatever happens, as long as he doesn't have negative gimmicks, he makes it. So that's Bunny, Free Janshi, Sprout, and Hat. So Connor did end up in negative overall, but it's just -2. It's not enough. Now the big point. Robert with Keiko Muslim, he got 18 plus being random, that's 23 in total, but him with 30 Uma. And DKM, we know he got 2 skip runs, but did he get any negatives? He didn't. That puts him into 40 bonus Uma. which is just enough for him to get into the quarterfinals. The comeback, the bunny comeback, it looks so bleak after the first Hanchan. Last place negative Gimikuma, but that double round skip showed that Bunny is a good character if you're able to play her well enough. Next table, we'll start in 45 minutes. And then in 45 minutes is also when the Valentine's tourney will end. So make sure to get your games in while you can. And I'll see you later.